Hey, 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 Lydia Rieger here in the house, the Fear Buster Mama Coach. And this is Fear Buster Friday, where we let all our fear and doubt and worry go, and anything else too that holds us back from our greatness. And we do that with faith, freedom, and fun. Yes. Do you believe that you can manifest things without a vision? That's the question today. Can you manifest something without a vision? So a friend of mine this afternoon, we were talking about this. We were talking about how can you, or she actually said that we can manifest without a vision. And I said, yes, consciously, if we consciously have a vision for what we want, then we can get what we want. But if we don't have a vision, we can still manifest. We're going to be manifesting maybe something we don't want, or we might be manifesting something we do want. And how does that work? Well, I think, like for me, if I'm thinking of things and just sort of operating by like a default, and I'm not really on track with what I really want, like just thinking about things in a positive way, I'm just going to be on this like downward spiral and not achieving really what I want. But also, if I'm deciding like, okay, this is what I want, I can be more of an upward spiral, but I don't necessarily have to have this grand vision. I'm still manifesting. I guess the point is you're manifesting no matter what, whether you're conscious of it or not. You're still manifesting. Everybody manifests. It's just, you may not even know it. You may not even understand what it is. You may have no clue. You're just going throughout life. You're waking up in the morning. You're driving to work, or you go to work on your computer. You finish work, you might do some things for yourself, whatever. You have your meals, you go to bed, and boom, you wake up and do it all over again. But it doesn't necessarily mean like you could be doing that and you're manifesting your current reality. Even if you want something different, you're still manifesting whatever it is that you have, whether or not it's really what you want or not. So, but when my friend and I were talking about visions and whether or not you have to have a vision, we were just kind of thinking about how we're manifesting, and it just happens. It just happens. So I wrote down some notes about this, so I want to make sure I look at them and remember what they are so I can share them with you, because that's what I love to do on the lives here, is share my thoughts and, combat that fear and so forth. And so what I wrote down is that, we're manifesting all the time. We're either aware of it or not. And some try really hard. Some try super, super hard. And I know I have in the past, trying so hard to manifest what I want. And it doesn't have to be hard. But time and time again, sometimes I just go down that road. I'm like, I gotta do it. And, I'm laughing because I've found the opposite to be really true, that you don't have to try so hard. So, think about it. Have you done this, or do you know somebody who does a lot of planning for whatever it is they want. They might write down their dream, or maybe they have a vision board, or they meditate, or they practice visualization, like they might work and try so hard. I know I've done it. Maybe you have too. But I don't think that you have to do that. I don't think it has to be that hard. And if you're trying and trying and trying so hard to manifest something and it hasn't happened yet, are you wondering what's wrong with you? Or if there is something wrong with you? The answer is no, there's nothing wrong with you. If you're trying and trying and trying so hard, are you wondering if something is wrong with the way that you're manifesting or trying to manifest? And I would say, yeah, there probably is something wrong, because you're trying too hard and you're doing something maybe that you've been taught to do, maybe through a coaching program or something that you've listened to on how to manifest your dream. But what would I say is better? You might be wondering. First, let me tell you a story. For several months, I was trying to manifest more income, more abundance financially. And it didn't seem to be coming. So what do you think I did? Well, I tried harder, of course, because that's the answer, right? If you don't get something you want, you try even harder. So that's what I did, even though I kind of knew from my life experience and my coaching training and experience that really isn't true. But that's kind of the default, and I think that's the default of a lot of people, to just try harder. Well, it didn't work. I was really frustrated about it. And then, on the inside, I didn't really want it to let it show. Most people didn't know, except my family anyway. So I was really, really frustrated on the inside. I didn't want to admit it. And then, as soon as I stopped working so hard at it, and the way I worked hard at it was, there wasn't really a moment of the day very much that would go by that I didn't think about it, that I didn't think, I need this, I require this, I want this, more abundance in the financial realm. But so much so that I would stay up late at night, kind of worried about it, but not just sitting there worried. I would look for jobs and things like that, just really and just every waking moment almost, it just seemed like I just kept telling myself, more, I need, I gotta have more financial abundance. So I was just kind of consumed in that. And even though I did know that I needed to do it in a certain way, but it still wasn't quite the way. It was still hard. It was still almost like a forcing, a demanding. And I did demand nicely. I demanded nicely of the universe, but yeah, it wasn't really working. And then I decided, all right, I'm going to stop, just slow down, stop all this nonsense. And within 2 weeks of just slowing down and just saying, you know what, I'm going to allow things to happen. Not really sure how, but, just kind of try to not work so hard at it. What will be, will be. But I kept, I just had I didn't really work hard at the vision at all. I just had this thought in my head throughout the day. And I would think, yes, that would be nice. Yes, that would be nice. And it was just sort of that nice, calm attitude of, that's what I want. That would be nice. This or something better, perhaps. Yes. And that's what I did. And wouldn't you know, within about 2 weeks, I did receive more financial abundance. because I just had people coming to me asking about my services. And I was being asked, would you do this? Can you do that? And in exchange, of course, is the energy exchange of money. And so when I calmed down and didn't have this huge vision of this is how it needs to be, I got to do this and all that, and I just kind of breathed and said, okay, it's not happening right now as I wanted it. So I'm just going to calm down. And then within 2 weeks, like I said, I'm serving the people who actually came to me. I wasn't going out seeking them. They came to me because I just had this thought, and I kept the thought of serving and wanting what I wanted. But why does this even matter to you who, you're watching me? Why does this matter to you? I think because you really don't have to work that hard. A lot of times we talk about the work ethic in general, working hard will pay off, etc., but it really doesn't in this case. Sure, there is a certain amount of effort. I'm not going to lie and say there's no effort in manifesting what you want in life. But you don't have to work so hard. Decide on what you would love. And if you don't really know, at least decide on something that you think that you will like. No matter if it's a job or a relationship or some, whatever goal it is you're working on, you got to at least like it somewhat. You may not know what the ultimate thing is that you're going to love, but you got to start somewhere. So just decide on something. And then keep thinking about it, but you don't have to feel like you got to make this huge, big story vision about it. Yes, I do teach people on how to create a vision and get all detailed about it. There is merit to that, but I truly believe that most of the time when things come true for me, I know everybody's a little bit different, but I think there's an element here of truth that everybody can take from what I'm going to say, which is just keep a little thought in your head throughout the day of what you would love to see happen in your life. And you don't have to have a vision board. You don't have to have some huge written out plan of action. You just kind of have to have this little thought of, wow, that would be nice if that happened. You have to know what it is, of course, that you would love, or at least like a little bit. And then throughout the day, just kind of think about it and be like, oh, yeah, that would be really nice. And, kind of picture yourself, doing it and say to yourself, yeah, would I like it like that? Yes or no? Oh, yeah, that way. Yeah, that would be pretty nice. And, I would love to see, this. So you don't really have to practice meditation. You don't have to practice visualization or anything. Unless you want to, those things can be helpful. It's not that they're not helpful. Do you really, really need them? Some people think they do. I don't think I do. I just kind of go throughout my day, and when I would really like something or really love something, I just kind of hold it with me. It's sort of like I carry it with me throughout the day. Kind of like when you're thinking to yourself of your to-dos, like, okay, I'm going to eat breakfast, and then I have this list of things I want to accomplish today. And then later, oh yeah, I want to make salmon for dinner, so maybe I'm going to thaw out the fish in the refrigerator. it's just kind of like these natural thoughts of what you're doing in your day. And that's how I think of my goal. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a nice goal to have. And I would love to see that happen. And what if that happened? And it's just it's casual, it's deliberate, but it's casual and it's calm. And it's just really nice. It's almost like having a little friend with you throughout the day. It's just a little reminder of, what you would love to do. Now, how long, will this take? No one really knows, I guess, how long it takes to get what you want. But I just really feel like there's no set time, but I believe that once you decide on whatever it is that you want, once you decide, then it's really already true. It's already here, but you can't really see it yet necessarily. I mean, you can see it in your mind, but it's not quite on the manifestation level in the physical world. But because you've thought of it and it's in your imagination and you're carrying it with you throughout the day, it's already true, because you're already feeling the feelings of what you would, like you're imagining, oh yeah, if that were true, I would really love that. And that makes me feel good and it lights me up. And I feel satisfied and I feel fulfilled. And, you start to feel these feelings. So it's already real. Once you can feel a feeling about it, it's super real. And so it's already come true in that regard. And once that happens, resources come to you, people come to you. That's why, and this has happened to me many, many times in my life, when I make a decision and then I just kind of hold that thought in my mind and I'm not trying hard at all. What it does is it opens a door to those people, to those resources, and they actually come to me. I'm not feeling like I gotta go out and get them, because they're coming to me. It's that easy. How hard do you think it is to get out there and try to, acquire things like a job or clients, or anything for that matter? If you have to actually go out and get it, there's it and just the sound of that makes it sound like there's a lot of work involved and it's tiring. But to just open the door and allow people to come in, sometimes that can be a scary thing. But if you allow yourself to allow it and just open the door, and have it in your mind like, I would love that. And then just open the door. People come to you. It has always happened to me, and it's absolutely amazing. So again, we don't know how long this takes, but usually it's pretty darn fast. And like I said, it's already here. So in a sense, it's like you speak it and it's here. Like there is no time involved. And what I like to say is it happens, it seems like no time at all. And even though, but time's relative, right? So love and like this, and share with friends and whoever you think needs to hear this, because you never know who might really, really need this. And so send it to whoever you think needs it. And just know that if you're watching, you absolutely can have whatever it is that you're desiring and whatever you would love. And it's really a decision. It's a decision first that you would love it and that you absolutely can have it. Sometimes that can be hard for people to believe that they can have it. But just keep that in mind that, if you love whatever it is, if you would love it, just keep imagining it throughout the day. Bring it with you like a little companion, a little friend, and allow, just open that door and allow. You don't have to try super hard. Just let it happen. And those are the first steps. Of course, there are other steps you can take, but you don't have to feel like you've got to build this huge detailed vision or vision board. And because we're manifesting all the time. So what do you want to do? Do you want to just let things happen by default and not think about it? Sure, I think that we should think, about what we want, because otherwise it's gonna be a crapshoot, But yeah, so you just want to really hold that picture of what you would love in your mind. It's pretty easy to do. And every time your mind wanders off to another direction, just say, no, what would I really love? And just keep holding it in your mind, and it will happen. It will absolutely happen. So remember too that I help families homeschool with confidence. So if you know somebody that needs help with that, send them my way. And also remember to go out there and really learn your way. I mean, whether you homeschool or not, we're always learning, or we should be learning. We should be always, forever learning in our lives. And whether or not you're purposely learning, I think we're always learning something. But yeah, more purposeful learning is awesome. And remember to make every day a fear buster day. See you later if you're a buster. Until next time, bye.